Now there's a leak in Meta.
The one hacker way got hacked.
Inside, information are spilling out.
That's right. Zuckerberg is fed up with people spilling his secrets. Here's what he said, and I have his quote. "Everything I say leaks, and it sucks, right? I want to be able to talk about stuff openly, but I'm also trying to, we're trying to build stuff and create value in the world, not destroy value by talking about stuff that inevitably leaks."
You know it's JEJE Vibe. Can you feel the vibe?
I'm feeling it.
JEJE Vibe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
JEJE Vibe. I'm feeling it. I love it.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome to JEJE Vibe.
You're welcome to the amazing place that you'd rather be. Where else? Today we're going to be talking about number one hackaway.
Meta.
Meta has been in the news, changing their policies.
Their drastic policies, and yet it still doesn't reflect on their platforms.
They're drastically moving, changing everything. Now calling people
Mentally ill.
crazy.
Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram and Threads, has ignited controversy with sweeping changes to its moderation policies. The new guidelines allows users to accuse LGBTQ individuals of mental illness, shocking many who once viewed Meta as an ally. This dramatic shift starkly contrasts with the platform's 2021 ban of Donald Trump for inciting violence during the January 6 Capitol riots. Critics have called the move a dangerous rollback of protections for marginalized groups. Here's more on the about face by the social media giant.
Social media platforms bridge gaps and connect people worldwide. However, they also serve as tools for hate, misinformation, and abuse. And Meta's latest policy changes have raised significant concerns, especially among the LGBTQ+ community and human rights groups. This Tuesday, Meta updated its moderation guidelines for Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. The changes now allow accusations of mental illness against LGBTQ+ individuals, specifically regarding their gender identity or sexual orientation. If that wasn't enough, Meta's revamped guidelines will now also tolerate terms like weird, address women to be household objects, and black people as farm equipment. Of course, just like many other times, Meta justified this move and cited political and religious discourse around homosexuality and transgenderism.
So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms.
This adjustment has sparked outrage among advocacy groups, which accuse Meta of enabling hate speech.
So Meta has been in the news, changing, making drastic changes, all in the name to suit the current administration.
Hey, the social media platform that became the political media platform.
Crazy.
Meta's overhaul extends beyond LGBTQ+ issues. The company has also scrapped policies prohibiting insults based on race, ethnicity, national origin, disability, and gender identity. After the major policy reforms, CEO Mark Zuckerberg also announced a major shift in fact-checking. Zuckerberg explained Meta will replace its trusted organizational partners with a community-driven system similar to X's community notes.
First, we're going to get rid of fact-checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system.
Meta's current stand contrasts sharply with its previous policies. In 2021, the company suspended President-elect Donald Trump's accounts on Facebook and Instagram for 24 hours and then extended the ban for 2 years. This action followed posts he made during the US Capitol riots, which were deemed a severe violation of Meta's rules. But with the latest policy changes, similar posts may not likely see a ban on the account and would be corrected by community notes instead.
Now, whoever is the president or whoever is the winning administration, you swing to that place, you swing to the next one. Like, where does Facebook stand?
It keeps swinging back and forth.
Chee, chee, chee.
These recent developments signal a U-turn in Meta's approach to moderation. Policies that once protected users from hate and abuse now appear relaxed. For example, while the former US president faced consequences for inciting unrest, today's changes suggest greater leniency towards harmful speech. But who doesn't want to be friends with the president? It seems like Zuckerberg is doing everything to join Trump's inner circle, even if it means more hate speech online. From meeting the president-elect at his Florida residence to the company donating $1 million for his second inauguration, the tech giant is doing everything to be in Trump's good books, including appointing hardcore Trump supporters to its board like UFC CEO Dana White. Meta's policy changes have profound implications for online discourse. By allowing targeted accusations and removing protective guidelines, the platform risks becoming a breeding ground for hate and misinformation. Once a champion of safeguarding speech, Meta now faces accusations of abandoning its responsibilities. And critics ask, how far will Zuckerberg go with his political agendas?
Investigating every single app that had access to a large amount of people's information.
Now there's a leak in Meta.
The one Akaway got hacked.
Inside.
Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, the tech giant behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. This is a man who's built an empire on knowing everything about you. Your favorite food, your high school crush, the exact moment you're tempted to impulse shop. Zuckerberg knows all of it. He commands the world's biggest personal data harvesting machine, and yet suddenly he cares about privacy. Why? Because this time his own words were leaked. On Thursday, Mark Zuckerberg held Meta's first all-hands meeting of 2025. Employees submitted questions. Zuckerberg answered all of them. The main themes were the layoffs, the end of DEI at Meta. DEI, as you know, is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Donald Trump has declared war on it, so Meta is scrapping it. Which brings us to the next agenda item. Working with President Donald Trump, that was discussed. Zuckerberg's controversial masculine energy comments were also in focus. TikTok's dominance, the benefits of DeepSeek, and even remote work. Mark Zuckerberg addressed all of this. And his message to employees, buckle up. 2025 will be intense. But there's one topic he just wouldn't let go of. Leaks.
Information are spilling out.
That's right. Zuckerberg is fed up with people spilling his secrets. Here's what he said, and I have his quote. Everything I say leaks, and it sucks, right? I want to be able to talk about stuff openly, but I'm also trying to, we're trying to build stuff and create value in the world, not destroy value by talking about stuff that inevitably leaks. So to sum it up, Zuckerberg is angry. Everything he says gets leaked.
And Mark Zuckerberg is not happy about it.
Hey, what a hard pill to swallow.
Getting hit by your own ways.
Swallowed up.
Hacking, and now you're the hacked one.
At the end of the day, you are one hack away.
You're one hack away too, Mr. Zuckerberg.
So he decided to address the leaking problem, and ironically, that got leaked too. Meta, of course, was not laughing about it. Shortly after this, the company sent a memo to staff stressing that leaks were a serious issue, that staffers involved would be fired, and that Meta would not tolerate this breach of trust. Do you know what's even funnier? That memo got leaked too. It's starting to look like Zuckerberg can control the metaverse, but not his own office.
Just like you call your place one hack away.
Hey, see, at the end of the day, he has always known what his intent of purpose was going to be when he created Facebook. The fact that he ended up naming the address of his company one hack away.
One hack.
His
away.
intent of purpose is to hack your data right from the beginning.
Now, leaks in any company are a big deal. Internal discussions are meant to stay internal. When trust breaks, it creates an atmosphere of paranoia. Who's talking? Who's listening? Who's next? But Meta's leaks are not just office gossip gone rogue. This is about something bigger. Mark Zuckerberg has run Meta in a particular way for years, positioning himself as a liberal tech leader. He's championed inclusivity. He's pushed fact-checking. He played the role of a responsible tech CEO. But since November last year, there's been a complete U-turn, and the reason is Donald Trump. Zuckerberg is now echoing Trump's language, prioritizing business over ideology. And while that may keep Meta safe in a Trump-led America, it is backfiring inside the company. Employees are quietly revolting, and these leaks are their way of fighting back. But beyond company politics, there's a bigger story at play. For years, Meta has tracked users across apps, harvested their personal data, built an advertising empire worth billions of that data. In 2022 alone, Meta raked in nearly $113 billion from ads. It's a business model built on knowing everything about you. And yet here we are. Zuckerberg is now complaining about his privacy being violated. Why? Because no one warned him that even he could be a victim.
One hack away. And you've been hacked. Facebook and all of their apps. And Facebook has been laying off
Oh, they have been.
continuously. Meta.
Meta employees are finding out if they're being laid off as part of a new round of performance-based job cuts. That is what Meta is saying. Affected workers will be notified by email this morning. Last month, Facebook's parent company said it planned to cut 5% of its workforce. That's over 3,000 people. Meta officials say workers who are considered to be the lowest performers are being let go.
Yet, the so-called assumption trading platform now, the stock market, is saying that they're profiting.
Meta, that stock's certainly been a winner here over the last several trading sessions. We'll look at the longest winning streak ever here for the company. The stock has now gained 15 days in a row as of Friday's close. We're trading slightly lower here this morning, but there's still some time to turn it around. It's the longest streak that we've seen from Meta since it went public back in 2012. This is according to data compiled from Bespoke. Now, this comes as the company plans to begin laying off about 5% of its workforce, and we covered that story when it was out on Friday. But again, when you take a look at the fact that we have seen the shares rise 15 days in a row, if we do get a bit of a reversal, today will be the 16th day in a row, obviously, that we will be looking at gains. But again, the company doubling down on CapEx spending plans. The street very encouraged about some of the AI investments.
But it's not so. If you're busy laying off,
How? People are not on a platform. People don't really use Facebook or Meta or whatever they call it now.
shit.
Like,
It's just another app that you just browse through.
Like, the engagement is not there. So it goes back to the monopoly money. All of these people are just manufacturing wealth through hype.
Assumptions.
Assumption wealth.
The stock market.
The stock market. So Facebook, there's a leak. And there's a hack away. And Mark Zuckerberg is just realizing he's just one hack away.
At best, it is poetic justice. At worst, it's just another day at Meta. And you can see why. Big tech may have our attention, but it does not have our trust. When the Meta CEO cannot keep his own secrets safe, what can he do with ours? Also, this is not just about leaks, it's about control. Mark Zuckerberg built a company that knows everything about everyone. But now he's realizing what it feels like. Maybe, just maybe, he'll start to understand why the rest of us have been concerned all along.
So Zuckerberg is realizing that he too is just one hack away. There's a leak in Facebook. Zuckerberg is trying to figure that out. And we'll keep you guys updated. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
Oh, JEJE.
JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe.
It's JEJE Vibe.